Welcome, everyone. My name is Laura Greenaway, and I am the new Director of Conference Planning and Business Development here at NYSHFA NYSCAL. Today, we have Mirriam Arroon from Ten Broeck Center for Rehabilitation and Nursing. Hi, Mirriam. Thank you for
Hi,
joining
how
us.
are you, Laura?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us today. And tell us a little bit more about your role in healthcare industry.
So, my name is Mirriam, and I've been a nurse for about 30 years. Working in long-term care has been my passion, and I enjoy doing it. Um, Currently, I'm with Infinite Care at Ten Broeck Rehabilitation for Nursing Center, and so
That's great. And how long have you been attending our Nurse Leadership Conference?
I've been doing the Nurse Leadership Conference religiously, every year for the past 3 years, because after COVID, there was such an immense need for networking and coming together with colleagues within the nursing industry. And so NYSHFA provided that forum. And it gave me an opportunity not only to blend in with the team at NYSHFA, but also to meet vendors, to meet other nurses in terms of directors of nursing, MDS coordinators, infection preventionists, within the industry of long-term care. And it just kind of soared after the pandemic, where we gravitated and had like advantages or leverage to build on supporting each other.
That's great. It sounds like it was so helpful and continues to be really helpful, which we're thrilled to hear. So, Mirriam, what initially drew you to attend this, and how do you think it's impacted your professional career?
So I pre-registered, early on, as soon as I saw the emails for the leadership, because it's the takeaways from these conferences that I've been attending, over the past few years. And the bring back, you take away and you bring it back to your teams, because not everybody is able to make the schedule or whatever. First of all, I always send the invite, and I try to encourage all the DONs, because as a regional nurse director, I do have multiple facilities upstate New York and also downstate. And so we encourage, because we're members of NYSHFA, and so we wanted to make sure that, our DONs and our frontline nurses that are leaders within the facilities, they're able to benefit as well. So it keeps me coming back to the conference because of the resources and the takeaways and what I can bring back to our teams, and share that knowledge and all the information with the nurse leaders.
That's great. Can you share a memorable experience you've had or a highlight from a past conference?
Absolutely. There's quite a few. However, in 2022, with Project First Line launching and whatever after COVID, it was a big to-do when Dr. Abigail, I met her at the NYSHFA conference, and it was really very amazing for me to meet her, because we studied with her through the infection preventionist modules with Project First Line. So meeting her was like an icing on the cake for me. We took pictures. I had a few other nurses that we had brought from Infinite Care and, Ten Broeck, that we took pictures with her, and also with Jackie Papalardi when she was there. It's the whole atmosphere, and meeting Amy Lee also, who is from Core Tactics and other programs and educators that's there presenting. It helped us to formulate really sound networking and collaboration.
That's great. And that really brings us to the point of how networking is so beneficial at these conferences. It's not just the sessions you attend, but it's that collaboration that you get. So it sounds like you've had some long-lasting relations and collaborations as a result of attending our conferences.
Definitely. So I still see Amy during the lunch bites that are being offered by NYSHFA. I do train the trainer for Project First Line. And so, I'm always collaborating with Melody. And if I have a question as an infection preventionist, or even as a director of, a regional nurse, I would email the team over at NYSHFA, between Lisa and all the ladies over there. They're so helpful in responding, in providing clarity on daily operations, with clinical questions that may arise. And so the benefits really are, it impacts my day-to-day operations as a regional nurse.
In your opinion, what makes this stand out? Is there anything else you can speak to that makes our conferences stand out from any others that you might have attended?
So the Nurse Leadership Conference, I believe, is one of a kind in the state of New York. And it's a standout because as a nurse and serving within the long-term care industry for, about 30 years, I find it very beneficial. It teaches from all aspects of your personal into transitioning within your personal to professional growth. So the strategies that are taught during these presentations at the Nurse Leadership Conference is beneficial because it tells us, or it teaches us, how to take care of us so we can be better human beings. It also teaches us professional development and growth of coming back to our homes in terms of our skilled nursing facilities and bringing back what you've learned and sharing it with your team. It inspires me personally. I am inspired. And then when I come back, and the other DONs that I've taken with me, because I always invite, they have also said that it's like a retreat. We're always going. And so when you come to one of these conferences annually, and I think it's one of the nicest, biggest one I've attended, and you're able to breathe. You take a time, you breathe. It provides an atmosphere and an environment that is stimulating personally and professionally for growth, but it also takes care of you, if that makes any sense. It also takes care of you on a personal level, and it reinforces about self-care. Take care of you as a nurse, be a better nurse. So that is something that I cherish, and I will not miss out on it as long as I'm able to. I will keep coming. Because I'm hungry for it. And knowledge is empowering. And I feel that if there's a commitment to come and get that knowledge, whether it's at the conference at NYSHFA, then this is what it takes for me to be better. I'm a better service provider. I'm also a better leadership nurse. I'm also a better frontline, because we, as nurses, we work from the top to the bottom. We still can answer call bells and so on and so forth. So I'm able to serve the population better by coming to learn and to gain that knowledge through the NYSHFA Nurse Leadership Conference.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us, Mirriam. Is there anything else that you haven't already said, which was so much, but is there anything else that you would say to a nurse or a facility that might be thinking about signing up for this conference?
What I would do is I would implore anybody watching this, or any nurse, especially if you're sitting in the director of nursing position or an assistant director of nursing position, MDS coordinators, infection preventionists, nurse managers, nurse educators, get out there. Have your administrator okay for you to sign up for this NYSHFA conference, because it is worth the knowledge and the coming out of your home-like setting in terms of your nursing home setting. Come out and view it, come out and experience it, because it is really important that you learn and you grow within your personal and your professional nursing scope of practice. And this is what it provides.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that all with us and for joining us. Please go on and register today if you haven't already and secure your spot in this incredible event. Visit NYSHFA.org to sign up today. Let's come together to inspire, to learn, and lead with excellence. I look forward to meeting Mirriam in person and so many of you at the conference. And don't forget to register to grab your room. The rooming is up August 19th, so make sure you secure a group rate at the hotel by August 19th. Thank you so much, Mirriam, for sharing your thoughts today.
You're welcome. Come on in. You guys come sign up for the conference and come. We'll have fun, we'll learn, and we'll collaborate together.
Wonderful. Thank you all.